Taréis an díma ar fad a bhrá muid taréis churann rugby an domhna beagnach níl ná dearmad go fuireann rugby na héireann ar thóir isiu Craobh as a chéile a gcraobh na sé náisiún. Ní gróha atá tarí na cúigi éagsúla a gcraobh na seampíní an séisiúr seo agus leis an bhíon ollmhór gortaithe atá cuireascan oireann tá dúshlán mór inis roimh Joe Schmidt an oireann seo a stiúrú i dtreo áit sna leabhar staire.
Gerry Ireland head into this year's championship looking to be the first team to win the title outright 3 years in a row. Is it a realistic goal?
Of course it's realistic. You're defending champions, it's very realistic. I think that needs to be put in context. Only since 1992 did they bring in points differential as a means of deciding the title. So any time before that it was shared, wasn't won outright. And there are instances through history of France and Wales winning 3 or 4 titles in a row, but there were a few shared ones in there. Either way, Ireland have never done it, and no team has ever won it 3 times outright, so it is a shot at history. But I would make them just slightly third favourites, but a contender if all fell into place. But a lot of factors, a few key men missing through injury, a retirement obviously, and some bloke called O'Connell, and then the itinerary itself. Wales first up at home on Sunday is a very difficult match, and 6 days later pitching up in Paris against a French team that will be waiting in the long grass, very tired of losing to Ireland under a new coach, Guy Noves. And if Ireland emerge unscathed from those 2 games in terms of results, they'll hardly do so in terms of bodies as well. It's hard to see how they won't come out with some wounds out of those 2 games.
Wales this weekend, a big rivalry has developed there over the past few years. We're facing a really, really experienced side. What do you expect?
I was reading today that Jamie Roberts and Jonathan Davis is a huge player for them coming back in. This is their 40th test together. Even though they haven't played Warburton and Tipperich from the start, along with Toby Faletau in the back row, the 3 of them have played yonks together in the last 20 minutes of the game, and famously when they destroyed England in the Six Nations decider a few years ago at the Millennium Stadium. Same the second row. Alan Wynne-Jones is probably now the best lock around, with Paul O'Connell having retired, and he and Charters have played umpteen times together. So they've got a lot of familiarity with each other and to the opposition, and it's one thing knowing them, it's another thing stopping them. They're also very effective at what they do, but it's a notoriously difficult fixture to call, this one. It is, without doubt, the fixture I hate calling the most, because form goes out the window, home advantage goes out the window, logic goes out the window, everything goes out the window with this game. It's just about on the day, and they're 2 very evenly matched sides, and it can go one way or the other. Home advantage counts for nothing historically in this fixture. And they've been the bulk suppliers for the last 2 line squads, so they're the champions for the last 4 years, the 2 of them. It's a huge game because if Ireland win, then they've got momentum going to Paris and Twickenham. If they lose, they're suddenly staring down the barrel of 1 defeat down and going to Paris and Twickenham. If Wales win, they've got 3 more games at home, which are all very winnable. So whoever wins this game is going to be serious contenders for the title.